From 38 games, we now have 33 games to go for the season. Liverpool are doing it again. 5 points clear at the top of the table. Every other person are just chasing the pack. We'll have 3 teams on 10 points. Arsenal, Tottenham, and I think Bournemouth, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Bournemouth, I think they're on 9 points. Yeah, Bournemouth on 9 points, and the Crystal Palace also on 9 points. Okay, Bournemouth should be on 10 points. They've not lost any game this season.
Bournemouth, they have 10 points.
Tottenham, Arsenal, Tottenham, Bournemouth.
Yeah, so we are going to be having some, soft-looking games, but really, really tough games this weekend. No top 6 versus each other this season, this weekend. But we are looking at the toughest game of the weekend. We are having Arsenal and Newcastle. That game have always been a crazy game. But before we talk about that game, let's talk about the early kickoff. Early kickoff is going to be Brentford versus Manchester United. Having seen Manchester United so far this season, Cunha and Shesko, they've been doing their 005. I think this should be their 006 after this game. Yes. We're expecting 006 from them. No assists and no goals. What do you think is the problem with Manchester United attack? What do you think would be the outcome of that game? Going to the fact that Chelsea struggled to beat Brentford. They ended up a draw. What do you think will be the fate of Manchester United?
Well, it's simple. Different games, different approach. Manchester United approach worked on Chelsea. So I expect similar results. I think they are going to be, they have started their winning ways. Look at it from this angle. You study games. Manchester United knew that if they are able to pressure Chelsea, you definitely get a goal. And when I first you to get a goal, I'll go back to defense. And they actually achieved that. So if they go with same approach with Brentford, with the quality of attackers they have, if you mount pressure on the team, definitely you get a goal. So that way, the team will continue to build their confidence.
Okay, fine and good. Now, let's talk about Mbeumo returning to where he came from. That is Brentford. Do you think he's going to play the game with emotions? Or do you think he's going to unleash for Brentford to see that they really lost a gem in him?
All right, for me, this game is not going to be a very difficult game for Manchester United. Considering the fact that...
really?
Yes, considering the fact that Manchester United is a kind of team that if they are going down, the threat will be there now. Like,
remember, Man United have not won back-to-back games for a very long time in the Premier League. They have not won back-to-back games for a very long time.
We are not talking about the back-to-back.
Winning Chelsea last week.
Yes.
I think they might have won. Me, I'm seeing it like Man U, one win every month.
Okay. Let me just take it this way. Man U, Brentford, they played 5 times. Brentford beat Man U once. They drew 1 for their last 5 meetings. So Man U won the remaining 3. Now, Man U played against Chelsea. It is one of the teams that we are looking up to.
Supposed big team.
Yeah, that we are looking up to. Now, the approach Man U used in approaching that game, if they use that same approach against Brentford, they will get a result. But now,
don't forget, red card helped Man U against Chelsea.
It's not about the red card.
Advantage of the red card moment.
That pressure.
So if you are talking about the approach,
remember
against Chelsea. I just wonder what approach are you talking about? Because
let me come.
Chelsea had early in the game.
Yes.
I'm not sure Man United would have come.
Let me explain to you. There are games you go into. You expect the point man or to get to their weak side. Like you can enter any game and your striker's job will be to distract defenders. That's the game plan.
Who is the striker that is distracting defenders in Manchester United?
Okay.
The thing was, if you notice, before they kicked the ball, all Manchester United players was on the line. All. they were on the line. They passed the ball, get to the goalkeeper. The next thing we saw was launching it there.
Okay.
So
Okay,
that was
okay.
the
Let
plan.
me
And the
just.
pressure now worked because goalkeeper would have, if I was the goalkeeper, I would have allowed that goal. It was still very early. But because the pressure was on him, he just wanted to pull stunts. He had to come for the ball and then committed a foul, and it was a red card.
From Buemo coming back to Brentford Stadium, which was the home he played for 2 or 3 years or 3 seasons. I know they see him as threat to the guy because number one, they buy him. You understand? And the guy said no really dey that form. He don't like 5 matches now before match. He no really dey that form when they for Brentford. So I believe that number one, he's coming under a stadium that he has played before, and there will be tension.
He understands the stadium.
You understand? But there will be tension there because the fans, because they know how they are coming down. The home fans and then get highest fan there tomorrow tomorrow.
Home advantage.
Home advantage. So the fans likely to boo him as an African man he is. That
You're expecting
tension.
them to boo him.
That
He
is what will
served
happen.
them well, and he
That
made
is what
them
I'm
like
saying
booing-
now.
Booing or not
Booing him, I don't expect them to
it's
boo him
football.
anyway.
Or booing is part of
Expect the booing because they must
because
boo him.
if booing was not there was no need for you playing Real Madrid and they will close down their stadium.
You understand?
It's just like you saying Harry Kane returning to play against Tottenham, and
And then-
Tottenham fans will boo him.
They will not be because Harry Kane
If
really
you are saying
achieved.
okay, maybe Rashford is coming to play at Old Trafford and they are booing him, is
It's
understandable.
fine because he didn't the club on
this guy Anthony is coming to play at Old Trafford, they are booing him, is understandable. But this guy, he made a step upwards.
that he wanted to.
It's just
do.
like you
The
saying
club,
Eze
the
is
way
going
they-
to play against Crystal Palace and
And
they
they
will boo
boo
him.
him,
Come
no.
on, they cannot try it.
No, Eze served the club and he left something behind before leaving.
Exactly, he was their top scorer last season.
Yes.
So he delivered for
The
them.
club didn't want to sell him. The Man United came for the guy. They brought the first price. Man
Okay,
U.
he forced himself out.
Yes, that's
Okay.
this deal was forced.
Okay, on that grounds, it's still okay. It's still understandable. All right, so moving forward. Let's talk about the game, the next game in the list. That is going to be Chelsea versus Brighton. This game have never been an easy game for Chelsea. Since Brighton broke out as a very big team, a top 6 team or a top 8 team in the Premier League, Chelsea have never had it easy with Brighton. And owing to the fact that Cole Palmer might not be playing that game,
Cole
he's
Palmer is out.
still injured, and Sanchez,
is
the
out.
first choice goalkeeper, is out.
out.
And looking at the drama we saw with Jorgensen over the weekend, midweek for the Carabao Cup, do you think Chelsea have a chance against
For
Brighton?
me,
Well, Chelsea has to win the match to regain all confidence. Because as I'm now, I know
Coming out of a defeat against Manchester
yes,
United.
yes. I think they have to go for it at all costs. Because you have 25 man squad. You don't have any reason
I
to
think they
tell
have
us,
more than that actually.
you should have more than that. You even have team B players that you can call to come and so you have about 3 goalkeepers which you can easily replace. That's not this thing. And you have other sub that you can replace this guy with. Yamal has been out for some certain for Barcelona for about a game now, and they are still 2 games now, and they are still doing very well. So you don't have any reason to tell us Kopama is out, and that's why you're not winning matches. That's why you have a manager that is supposed to be your tactician. He's supposed to like draft out a tactics that can play without this person. If Kopama is not there, there should be instead of you playing the tactics that suits Kopama, you now have to change to another tactics that can suit another striker to perform to that maximum level that you want.
Okay, now let's talk about the fact that Brighton is a team, when they see a big team, they become a very different team. But when they are playing against their mates, you see them struggle. So do you think Brighton and Chelsea game is an easy win for Chelsea?
I'm not going to say it's an easy win for Chelsea because no easy team in Premier League now. You can see what Sunderland did immediately the league started. You understand? For me, we and Brighton, we don't play 5 times. They win 3. That was they win 2. That was last season. They beat us home and away. No, they beat us 1 for Premier League, 1 for Carling
They
Cup.
beat you home and away, and
No,
beat
no,
you
they
at
no
the
beat us
ground.
for they no beat us home and away for Premier League. They no beat us home and away. We beat them for Premier. They beat us for either FA Cup or Carling Cup.
Yeah.
That's the only place
2-1.
they 2-1. Come beat us 4-3 for Premier League. Do you understand? So we beat them first leg. Now we beat them first leg for Premier League. So we don't play 5 times with them last for the last 5 games
Last
we
two
play
seasons.
last season. We don't play 5 times. Then win 2, win 3. You understand? I'm not seeing the game as a very difficult game. The problem we had at that
So you're not
Manchester.
saying that's a difficult game.
Yes, the problem we had was our coach. That Man U match, you see him don already take the blame. The changes wey he make dey very wrong. I don't want to talk about the game because as a football lover, anybody wey know football suppose know say the changes wey Maresca did against Man U was very very
The
absolutely.
spell, the truth is, we don't have to go back there, but if we must go back there, we must tell ourselves the truth. The spell that Manchester United came with worked.
It's not about the spell.
See, Manchester
They
United.
casted a spell on
Manchester
that was
United
playing
was.
on every.
So why
that game.
was
No,
Casemiro red
I
carded?
will not even say it.
It's the spell.
I'll not even say it was a spell. I will just say it's a game for Man U. Because a whole lot of things was just working for them.
That's the only thing. Okay, I want to ask you. Immediately Casemiro get red card. Man, you see ball play. Talk truth as a football lover. Chelsea collected the midfield from them. Immediately Casemiro that 4 minutes. No, na Man, you play
if you did not win the match, the
so
worked.
Brighton, Chelsea, I know they will come out with a point.
Tell me why you're
I see like last before Man U match, before the Man U match, the last
red card that other teams can sustain and then still win a match with it.
we played one man down against Barca, we beat them.
You don't expect.
I could remember that I played one man down against Barca.
No,
2012 and I won the match.
So why would you be complaining?
That is what I'm saying. No, I'm not complaining about the card. I dey complain say my coach got it all wrong.
It's okay.
My coach got it all wrong. You understand?
We expect Chelsea to
Come out with a result against Brighton.
What is your prediction?
My prediction is Chelsea win 3-1.
3-1. Wow.
I will not deny Chelsea.
What's the prediction for the game between Manchester United and Brentford?
Manchester United is supposed to win that match.
They say score
2 goals to 1.
2 goals to 1.
for me. It will be a
Okay, so we also have
for me draw game.
all right, it's okay, no problem. So let's move forward to Manchester City versus Burnley. It's on paper it is supposed to be a very very easy game for Manchester City.
No easy.
Also last weekend on paper we saw that it was supposed to be a very easy game for Liverpool, but it was never in no way an easy game for Liverpool.
Against
Liverpool
Burnley.
sweated, Liverpool begged, Liverpool struggled. In fact, it had to require the intervention of the referee and the penalty. I don't know if I would say it was a penalty for Liverpool to win that game at the 90 plus.
Okay.
You understand? So are we expecting Man City to position Burnley where they really belong?
But like I always say, different games have different approach. You are playing against Manchester United, you are playing against Pep Guardiola, you are playing against different teams entirely. Okay, let's look at the two teams. Liverpool, what's their threats?
Liverpool, their threats.
Yes, what's the threat they have in any match?
Liverpool,
It's
the
Mo
attack.
Salah.
The attack is the threat, not just Mo Salah. The attack generally.
Is the threat, but defense-wise.
Defense-wise, is just Van Dijk. Aside Van Dijk, they are porous.
Okay, let's compare the defense with Man City's defense.
Man City defense is not so wonderful.
But it's better than Liverpool defense.
Presently, it's not so wonderful.
It's better than Liverpool defense.
Well, if you say so.
Yes, it's better than Liverpool defense. Now, for the past few games, we've seen Phil Foden grow gradually. The form is peaking. So I don't see Pep Guardiola being a tactician. I don't see him struggling to win that game.
Same here.
I'm not saying.
I believe Man
for
City will have an easy game.
we cannot predict. 2 seasons ago, the last time Brighton came to Premier League before they went back to relegation, home and away, Man City
Let me ask you this question.
No, Man City won them comfortably.
Brighton.
No, the first match. Go and check the score.
First game of the season.
Yes.
3-0.
Okay.
Brighton.
Was it easy? Which time they scored the 3-0?
It was a 3-0 win.
First half.
Let me ask you this. Brighton and Manchester United, which one was supposed to be an easy game for Manchester City?
Brighton and
Man
Manchester
City.
United.
Which was supposed to be an easy game
On
for
paper,
Manchester?
it should be Man U, but in present form, it should be Brighton.
It's all about Brighton. Brighton dey always give Man City problem now. Go check their record. Even the Man City they sweat.
Okay, so we are expecting a Manchester City win.
I know Man City will win that now, but it's not going to be that
It's not supposed to be
that
But
easy.
we expect Manchester City to win based on tactics.
All right. So, what about the game between Crystal Palace and Liverpool? Understand
That's
that Crystal Palace, despite losing their key man for last season,
But they are still doing well.
they are still performing well. 9 points in the Premier League.
They are ahead of
out
Chelsea.
of 5 games. Out of possible 15 points, they have gotten 9
I
points.
actually expect Liverpool to drop points with this match.
This match, now Liverpool go drop points. This
true.
particular match, Liverpool, I don't know who they home. It's like
Crystal Palace at
at home. Liverpool, the least Liverpool go get there and draw.
Points. Would drop points, not should.
You feel me? I'm telling you comfortably. Liverpool is going to drop point on Saturday.
Because they've been in this situation where they have to win at late hour.
They have been
This season,
almost every game.
this season, Liverpool never win match like this. Say
From
80 minutes now, make we relax. We don't win the game. No,
They have always
they even come from behind, can't win the game.
First game, Bournemouth,
Now God help them.
they were winning 2-0. They were pegged back
Newcastle.
2-2, and they had to wait for a 10-minute Chiesa miracle. 3-2.
Newcastle.
The next game, they played Newcastle.
Even with the red card.
With red card, Newcastle got in the first half. They begged to win that game at they won Bournemouth at the end of the day 4-2. Newcastle 3-2.
Burnley.
They still played Burnley, begged. Arsenal had to take a magical free kick at the 84th minute. Even in the Carabao Cup against Southampton, they were pegged back. They had to still beg.
Struggle.
So even in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid, they were winning. They were pegged back.
2-0.
They still had to win by knife edge.
So I believe
now they are playing Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace denied them the FA Cup. Crystal Palace denied them the community shield.
Yes.
Now Crystal Palace again on the Premier League. Do you think Liverpool will take a revenge, or
They are definitely going to drop points.
business
They are
as usual?
definitely going to
Liverpool is going to drop points.
Okay, let's expect something very spectacular on that game, but I'm expecting that game to produce goals. How many goals do you expect from that game?
I see that game 2.5 game.
Both teams are going to score on that game.
Both teams to score. Okay. Okay, now we have
It should be 1-1 draw also.
If he end 2-2
Very
or
good.
Crystal Palace even beat them 3-1.
fair results.
Yes, now.
Fair results. For other teams, will be happy to see that score.
Yes.
Or even better for them to lose. All right, so Tottenham versus Wolves. Wolves have been very, very, very poor this season. No points.
No points.
Not
Even
even
Tottenham.
I'm not sure they've had up to 2 goals this season so far. It's been a very terrible season so far for Wolves.
Because
And
Wolves have not had this kind of results for a long time.
but they had a win against Everton in their Carabao Cup over the midweek. Are we expecting that to be a morale booster for them against Tottenham?
Well, they've won their first game, and I think with that first game now they've learnt their lessons. They've known their strengths. They've known their weakness. So I think they should capitalize on this as a starting point to start winning matches.
Wolves go win Tottenham this weekend. I said it here.
Remember, this is White Hart Lane. Remember, it's White Hart Lane.
That the way West Ham play Nottingham Forest, they say West Ham, Nottingham. I think you say they go collect point. I say Wolves go win. Their first win na against Tottenham this weekend. The least way Tottenham go get for that match na draw.
Okay, let's see how that goes. Aston Villa versus Fulham.
That's good.
Iwobi has been
very
spectacular so far this season.
Our Nigerian brother.
Iwobi has been, in fact, his last game, I think he had 1 goal and 1 assist.
I saw one video where Kevin Bassey was telling Iwobi that Iwobi doesn't know how to shoot shot. That he know this cypher.
Okay, yeah, he said he will be trying more.
He said he will be trying more of powerful shot this.
But that is the truth. That is the truth. Iwobi will always use his inner foot to shoot a shot.
You know they shoot direction.
Yes,
I seen you score us last season.
Okay, so what do we expect from that game?
Well, I think Fulham is a better shape.
Aston Villa. Anyway, presently, Aston Villa, they have not really had a good start for the season.
Aston Villa. So, and I feel the better team should win. So if the better team should win, it should be.
Me, I'm seeing that's going to be a draw.
That's a draw game. Liverpool, Fulham. I know say they dey good this season o, but this match, whatever the result that Aston Villa get today, get for this weekend, or they get this weekend for us, it will be a draw. I don't see them losing that match.
Okay, so the last game and the major game to talk about this season, Newcastle, this weekend anyway, Newcastle versus Arsenal. Arsenal, see, Arsenal have had, in fact, everybody is saying Arsenal have the deepest squad depth in the Premier League. In fact, if you say beyond the Premier League, even outside the Premier League, like going around other leagues, Arsenal should boast about at least the top 3 teams that have the highest squad depth. Arsenal should be there. And what we have been expecting from the strikers they bought, like somebody like Gyökeres, yes, he has scored 3 goals, but the performance have not been up to expectation.
We're actually expecting Arsenal to be that dangerous team to play, but I don't think they have. Just because they've been playing a traditional way of winning.
Arsenal struggle to create chances. I don't know if anybody
has.
They
They
struggle to create chances.
That is the traditional way I'm talking about. I feel Gyökeres should do more of shooting from range.
Or coming to the midfield and take ball.
Yes, or
like
coming back to take the ball. Because one thing I've seen with Arsenal games is he relaxes for the ball to come to him. And football these days doesn't work like that. Even Robert Lewandowski doesn't wait for the ball. He goes for the ball.
Harry Kane
Draws the defenders out, creating chance for the wingers to flow. So when you try to play the same pattern of game all the time, you get the same results. Try, even if you are not scoring, at least command that attacking. Come out for the ball. Nobody will see Gyökeres going for any ball or any area battle and go for it.
He hardly win area battles.
That is where the problem
I've
is.
observed that in his game.
for me,
he hardly win area battles.
And any striker as huge as Gyökeres that is not winning area battle, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, that aside, Barcelona tried pressing Newcastle from the wings. It did not work. From both wings, it did not work. What did they now do? They had to operate from the inside the ball, from the midfield. What's this guy's name? Rashford had to come in from the midfield. If you notice, instead of going to his wing, he dropped the ball inside, pushed to the other side, and now took the outside 18 shot, which was a perfect for any striker to do. You don't wait for the ball to always come to you to tap in.
So, long story short, you expect Arsenal to change their pattern so they can have
they need to
the
work
opportunity
on their
to win Newcastle.
attack pattern. Good thing Saka is back. But the Arsenal should work on the attack, but the attacking pattern that Arsenal is playing does not favor Gyökeres
At all.
It does not.
For me,
now
because all the defenders in England knows how dangerous he is if you allow him space for the ball. So it should be somebody else trying to play around with the ball for him to get his space.
We are talking about creativity.
There's no creativity
and
in their
that was why there was a lot of
since
critics.
Odegaard left, since Odegaard got injured, Arsenal have not had that creativity. They have not had that danger that people like that players like Pedri possess.
Odegaard have not been himself for almost a year now. Since he had the injury he had last season, Odegaard have not been the same Odegaard as Arsenal fans have known him to be.
For me.
So going by what the recent results Arsenal have been getting against Newcastle, it hasn't been an easy game for Arsenal, especially at St. James's Park. What do you think would be the fate of that game?
For me, I see that game as a very strong, and man, that's one of the games we should look up to this weekend. But Arsenal getting a result at St. James Park is a miracle. For me, the problem where Arsenal they get, for me, the same problem which is in our coach. Number one, Arteta, I dey feel say like the last match against Man City, if they no players wey go use start match, they keep them for bench. They experiment for Nigeria, for this world now. They see the experiment team. Bring out your best team, win your match, even if na first half. Na make it till tomorrow. Mourinho still remains the best coach. Me when they come board, they come say Carabao come, Mourinho go play in full squad in first 11. Beat you 5-0 first half, second half him put them out, put the small one. But Arteta go come for Premier League, he go put Gabriel Martinelli for bench.
No, Martinelli being on the bench is a very perfect,
Martinelli being on the bench
decision.
is a perfect decision. He needs to. The only time Martinelli, because he doesn't think from his the others where he's supposed to think from.
Okay,
the only way
behind.
He processes information late.
See,
let me use that. He needs to have read the game from outside.
There is something Thierry Henry said about Martinelli. He said he doesn't have football intelligence.
Yes.
And that is the truth. Martinelli will be running.
Okay, let me come in. Why they play last match against Man City? I watched the match. Why they play Menero? Wetin be that guy name for midfield? Have you waiting?
Merino.
Yeah.
That was the biggest error I felt.
Do you understand? The guy, check. Wetin they remove that guy? They brought him Eze.
The game changed.
Arsenal don't have anything. You see Arsenal Chelsea. If they no win Premier League, they suppose sack the two. They don't have anything to complain this season. And they tell you the truth.
Let me explain something to you. Gabriel Martinelli being on the bench.
He's better as a sub. He's better as a sub.
There are players like Federico Chiesa. They are better to come in as sub. They process the game. They
use their pace against you when you are weak.
They don't have that IQ to match energy to energy. They need to come when your own energy level is low, so that they can use their pace. When they use their pace, outrun you, they can have a lot of time to think before they score. Okay. But if you put them when this player is still very sharp, definitely they're not going to get the result. That's why you see both of them.
Try them first. Try am first, make you no work.
You don't try am too much, you no work now.
So the one when they use start, how many dey Arsenal?
The first 2 matches.
Problem Arsenal get.
They start Martinelli. It did not perform very well.
The problem Arsenal get
from last
na
season.
coach, no be the players. I dey tell you the truth. Bringing in the wrong players, that's just the problem.
Okay.
But if the man start investing, he go get result against Newcastle.
Okay, so we are expecting some good drama this weekend. Definitely, a big team must drop points this weekend. A big team must drop points, and we don't know who will it be. Will it be Chelsea?
Barcelona.
Will it be Arsenal? Will it be Liverpool? Will it be Man City?
Liverpool.
Or will it be? Is Man U a big team? Okay, will it be Man U?
Man U a big team. They win Chelsea.
Okay. You know, former big man.
Yeah,
all right, so maybe it can also be Manchester United. Let us see how it goes this weekend. It's going to be a very interesting weekend of football. We would like to get your predictions. We would like to get, maybe if you have an idea of who is going to score. If you predict exactly the scoreline of any particular game, and probably who is going to score, there will always be a prize for you.